There's Deontay Wilder in his corner, still recovering, still just sitting by with his family. Wilder did hint that something was wrong. You could say something looked wrong. And Max, to your point, saying, hey, you got to sell the fight in some way the third way around. Look, it sells itself anyway. But I'm wondering, honestly, Shawn, start with you. Was something wrong with Wilder?
You know what? I think the pressure that Tyson Fury brought is what was wrong with Wilder. I think at the end of the day, he's talking about having a hurt leg, it sounds like. And I did speak on that earlier on in the telecast, that's how he delivers his power off of the back foot. There is an excuse, clearly an excuse, which, you know, like you just said, it could lead into, you know, hey, if he's healthy,
I'm saying
what could happen?
legitimately something. And look, when you get to this point and you have an injury and you're saying, but this event is going on, I can't back out. Your thoughts on that?
There was so much pressure on Deontay Wilder tonight. I mean, on his shoulders. That's why you saw that nervous energy in the locker room. He couldn't stay still. He was moving around all, you know, for the most of the night.
Yeah, when you lose,
that drains you.
And when you lose, you can always find an excuse.
Right.
Tim Bradley had a bad leg when he fought Manny Pacquiao. He figured it out. He was just in with a better man tonight.
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see. Bernardo, as soon as standing by, might have a little more information on that. Bernardo, what do we have?
I was in the corner in between rounds, and right around the 5th round, Shelly Finkel asked JD's Deontay Wilder's trainer, how's he responding? And there was a blank stare from JD's in terms of things weren't good. Right in that 7th round when the fight was stopped, the first punch that Wilder took, I looked over at Mark Breland, the former Olympian, and he had the towel in his hand, and he looked at JD's making the sign of, hey, let's throw in the towel. JD's kind of waved him off, and I think it was the compassion of a fighter in Mark Breland, knowing that Deontay Wilder had no opportunity to win this fight, that he had to protect him. And I think it was his compassion as a colleague, as a fighter, that allowed him to make that decision. Because Deontay Wilder, as he told me after the fight, he would have rather gone out on his shield. But Mark Breland and JD's finally made the right choice.
Bernardo, thank you very much. Look, no question. But again, I'll go back. I hate to say it again. He was done in the 5th round, fellas. He's done. I'm sorry. Starch is out of his body. Starch is gone.
I believe you. You know, Tyson Fury put on so much pressure, smart pressure, that it kind of burned.
You know, I think when we say it, it doesn't really. I don't think we really describe it the same, because it wasn't like he was just coming with 100 punches, but the kind of pressure, it doesn't allow your mind to rest. It doesn't allow you to relax.
Tyson Fury is a natural fighter. He's also a very experienced fighter. He's both. He's dynamic and fluid in a way that, like, guys like Klitschko and those Eastern Europeans haven't been. And Deontay may not have the level of experience yet to really cope with that.
But we know that coming in.
I would say that a fighter, and you hear this in other sports too, a player on a dominant team, no one believed in us. You're like, what are you talking about? You're the favorites all year. What do you know? Athletes like you guys, you're always looking for that thing to motivate you a little more, a little more. And I'm sure that when he goes back, Deontay will say, he hit me in the back of the head. I'm talking about Deontay's point of view. That messed up my equilibrium. He's going to say, they threw in the towel. I was ready to go out on my shield. I did not have a chance to see if I could win, a full chance, whatever. I didn't quit. My corner quit for me. Those are things that he'll be able to use. But again, his right hand, what it is, and we'll all be on pins and needles whenever he walks in the ring. He will be a big underdog if they fight for a third time. I think they're going to have to take Deontay and get him a win or two and build back up the confidence and the confidence that the public has, that he really can destroy anything he touches before these two get in the ring together. Guys, it's now been 2 fights. 12 was about 19 rounds. How many has Deontay won? Wow. The 2 where he knocked him down?
Yeah, maybe 4 or 5 tops.
But maybe only 2.
No, I agree with you. However, again, the business side, you're going to go in and campaign for a while and then try to get back in Tyson Fury. I think the fight is sellable in and of itself. Although normally, like when you see trilogies, whether it is Patterson-Johansson or Bo Holyfield, it's rare, and that's why Bo Holyfield is so interesting, where one guy wins, the other guy, then he loses, then he comes back and wins. Usually it goes in a certain path, even more gaddy.
Quick, Tim, what I would say is this. Deontay, I think, has special stuff about him. Not just the power, but a certain belief in himself. So the question is, do you want to cash out with a quick fight against Tyson Fury the 3rd time, which could wreck him? Or do you believe in his future to the point where you want to build him back the right way? I would opt for the latter. I would not put him right back in with Fury.
For the best access, perspective, and personalities in all of sports, follow us at Fox Sports on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Thank you for watching. Well, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you click somewhere around here and subscribe. From fight highlights to exclusive interviews, we have got everything you need as a boxing fan right here on PBC on Fox.